All right, guys, we're making it out today. Gonna run some local rocks with the Jconcepts Bossman tires. I am trying to get these things broken in and yeah, have some talking to do. So like I just said, I am rocking the Jconcepts Bossman tires. I've tried these out before and honestly had to say that I was very underwhelmed. They did not do nearly as good in the beginning as I thought that they would be. All my Jconcepts tires have had different levels of performance for my driving style, but all of them have been quite good regardless of if they fit my driving style or not. And then these I was super excited for because they look like the RCcrawler tires, which I don't know, I've always really liked watching West Desert Wheeler run those tires. They're just realistic. As you guys can tell, truck is scale-ish. And yeah, just always really wanted a pair of those tires. And then they just haven't been made for the 1-inch wheels. So I'm gonna take a reverse here, get everything settled. So yeah, once these came out, I was so stoked to get them. Since I'm trying to do tire comparison videos, I talked myself into getting the rock bumps too. And honestly, they were kind of the saving grace of making me not completely regret any of my purchases. They were amazing, are amazing. You guys have already seen a video or two with them. But these tires I put on first because I was so stoked on them. And honestly, they were probably the worst out of the packaging Jconcepts tires that I've tried. I have been really trying to break them in. You can see all the tread pulling off on the corners. Essentially, they kind of had like bat ears, so I don't know how much of the center of the tread was actually getting in contact. And now that they're breaking in, they're definitely picking up some good traction, but yeah, it was all just getting to that point first. But now I finally feel like they are starting to behave like the green compound normally does. I did buy a pair of tusks to have just in case. I like the tusk tires, the tread compound as a whole, but I wanted something that was scale that actually performed well too. So leaving those in the packaging, not venting them to make it more likely for me to keep these tires on and really figure out what they're made of. Get the suspension to settle. So these, I tried them here and was very underwhelmed with them, and then realized that maybe they'll do better on more of a sandy, like a sandstone finish. Come on. And took them to some rocks that have a sandy finish that I have here, and I'm happy to say that they started to behave much better. And just trying to put as much time into these tires as possible. They're getting much better overall. I do have to say, which I will make a video of, the rock bumps are just unmatched by any tire that I've tried. And then have a couple different things planned. The video that you guys definitely saw with the rock bumps, I went up to visit Trey, Mr. 24 Yep, and Let's get to the other side of this rock and I'll talk more. Okay, so a little side thought. There's a wasp here. I'm gonna really try to not get stung by him. But yeah, so hung out with Trey, got to talk to him a little bit more. The first time I went up, I felt like I was so struck by his rocks, not even him, that, I don't know, did a lot more driving and not really paying attention to talking to him too much. He's a very cool dude, and this past time going up to visit him, I just focused on hanging out, maybe seeing or getting some filming done, seeing what his new lines are, and try to not get the bush on the lens. So we potentially have some things working together or coming in the future. Have invited him and his partner down to hang out sometime, hopefully this fall, once the weather becomes a little bit more normal and not so gross out all the time. Okay. But yeah, good stuff coming in the future with a good dude. So besides that, back to this line, I haven't been able to get these tires up it other than having to kind of get some wheel speed going. With the rock bumps, I was able to walk every single line. I've never been able to walk every line with any tires, but pretty much the same truck setup. So that was super cool to see, an experience. See if I can make it up with these tires. So there should be a good spot. You get the back passenger wheel on the other side of that little knob, and then turn driver, and hopefully have it walk up in a second. There we go. So that is the first time I've had these tires walk this. Had to do wheel speed last time, but focus on where I'm filming too. All right, so also we need to talk about the unheard tips and tricks video that I just posted for the 4Ms. Unfortunately, I found out that some information that I put in there was wrong, and it really bugs me when I put out informational videos and then always learning, of course, which is always a good thing, that I was wrong, but it's due to the fact of me saying that no aftermarket axles have the proper interfaces for the diff gears or transmission gears, which afterwards I found out was not accurate. So with it being Prime Day, I ordered some Mias and Injora drive shafts. Currently have the Injora ones on, and I plan on leaving the Injora ones on. And the main reason is because the hardware that they come with is 2mm, which is what all the other Traxxas 4M hardware is. So I chose to run those, even though the hardware is silver, where the Mias has the, it's at 1.3 or 0.05 hardware, like the SCX24s do, hardware tool does. So ended up deciding to not keep those, but keep these, which I knew I was going to return a pair regardless. But yeah, so these drive shafts are way smaller than any of the usual ones that I've had that my son's running. And then I think they may actually have less play in them than the Amazon special Traxxas plastic link and ones that I made have. So we'll see. I'm happy with these. And then also one thing that I have done once deciding to put these on is I have chosen to trade rear lower suspension links with my son. So I've put straight ones on the bottom rather than the high clearance ones. So I run no high clearance links anymore, which I'm actually realizing it may not be such a needed thing. Finessing it and making it up. But yeah, so I wanted to use it, if you guys can see under there, to protect my drive shaft, which is why I swapped those out. But yeah, I plan on keeping it this way, a little bit more scale, and very happy with it. So let's try to go find another rock and talk some more. All right, so I think we're gonna end it on this rock because this rock is probably gonna take us a little while to do. I have yet to do it with these tires, and then also I tried filming it here today already and haven't been able to do it. So we're gonna see what happens, try to get lined up, try to make some magic happen with these tires. If you guys haven't been able to tell already, I mean, I guess not that I made a first video, but these tires are already doing significantly better than they originally did. Are they holding up to what I would consider the Jconcepts quality or grippiness or reputation? Unfortunately, no. So, as you guys can see, slipping and sliding. They have some more breaking in to do. So, trying to step around on these small rocks that you guys potentially can't see me walking on off camera. So, okay, so made that bump up and gonna see if I can get any leadway with this passenger rear tire. You guys know when we don't make it, start back at the beginning. And not getting the skid over that little notch. But let's make our way back over, back down, not rush it, be smart, and get this to happen. So, like I was saying earlier, invited 24 Yep down here. I really hope that he decides to come hang out and drive my rocks. I want to, like, not challenge him in any way, but I hope that he brings, if he does come, I hope he brings 2, maybe 3 different trucks. Like to see a cheater rig, like to see a performance scale rig, and then if he really wants to do kind of a more scale day with us, so yeah, not biting. So, give this the last try for today. But yeah, so me and my son like to do some scale driving sometimes, made a video or 2 of that. But yeah, dancing high on here right now. Well, this is not going to work. It is hot and humid today, and suspension is telling me that, but no. Yeah, super excited to hopefully have him come hang out and drive these rocks because I have a good variety. Been making videos, really enjoy driving these different lines and rocks, and want to have him come hang out, drive them, and let me know what he thinks of them. So I want to say that this is going to be my last go at this spot on these rocks, and just really trying to figure out how to do it with these tires. So these tires have been performing better in some scenarios, but also they are slicker than not, so I can't like reliably know when they're... All right, we're gonna cut it here. Hate ending it on not making a rock, but that happens sometimes. Still trying to get these Bossman tires broken in. Had high hopes for them, still hope. Let's get this ant off of there. So, still have high hopes for them. Hope that they get even better. They are definitely making a big improvement so far, but super stoked on them. Also, got the 24 Yep stickers on the back. Go tell him, come hang out, drive my local rocks, and yeah, have a good time in the fall. Want to have him bring 3 different trucks, cheater rig, performing scale-ish style like mine is, and then also maybe even a full out just scale truck. Get a couple videos for you guys. And yeah, if you guys have liked this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down below and I'll get back to you. Camera is dying, so I'm gonna drive a couple more rocks before the family comes to get me. And I'll see you guys in the next one.